least of which is what the current workforce profile is here in the city of Pontiac. And I do want to point out that the statistics that I am about to give you reflect those customers who visit our JobLink Michigan Work Service Center. So this is not reflecting the population at large here in Pontiac, but Janet wanted me to give you a profile of the typical customer who visits our Michigan Work Service Center here in Pontiac. So please keep that in mind. When you hear from Bruce Weaver in a few minutes, he's going to be giving you a more statistically oriented profile of Oakland County and the city of Pontiac. But I'm focusing on, again, our customer base. And we find that 60% of our customers are female. And I think that's probably somewhat skewed because, as many of you know, we serve a very large welfare to work population in all of our Michigan Work Service Centers, but particularly in Pontiac. The average age of our customer is 27, which is obviously much younger than the average age of the Oakland County resident. From the standpoint of race, 73% of our customers are African American, as opposed to 14% in Oakland County. 7% are Hispanic, as opposed to 14% in Oakland County. 23% are Caucasian, as opposed to 75% in Oakland County. With regard to education level, 45% of our customers lack a high school diploma. I'm going to repeat that because that's a startling statistic. 45% of the customers that JobLink sees lack a high school diploma. 37% of our customers have only a high school diploma. Only 14% of our customers have a post-secondary education beyond high school, but less than a full four-year college degree. And only 4% of our customers have a college degree or more. Those are very startling statistics, particularly when you compare those to overall statistics in Oakland County. According to Oakland Schools, my good friends there have indicated that the most recent cohort of graduates saw 82% receiving a high school diploma, and 43% of the residents here in Oakland County have college degrees. So the comparison between our Pontiac customers and the overall statistics in Oakland County are indeed startling. We have in Oakland County, visiting our JobLink Michigan Work Service Center, public assistance recipients to the tune of 35% of our customers. Oakland County's numbers only represent 4% of the population. And while we don't have specific statistics on ex-offenders and veterans, I can assure you that we are serving a substantial number of both of those groups. And as Bruce will probably elaborate upon, when you look at the unemployment rates in the state versus Oakland County versus Pontiac, again, very startling contrasts, including Michigan, 9.1%, Oakland County, 9.7%, Pontiac, 22.6%. As you look at these numbers, look at these statistics, the kinds of services that we need to serve our job seeker customers come to the fore rather easily. And I suspect that we'll be talking about this more as the morning wears on. But to give you some thoughts about what services our population in Oakland County needs, I would submit certainly remediation, particularly literacy skills. We need high school completion, given the number of people we're serving who do not have a high school diploma. That's a very obvious need. GED preparation for completing high school in general. We We also need college preparation. And we need occupational training, especially because we are long since in the knowledge-based economy. And because we have so many people who are chronically unemployed, orientation to the world of work, job search assistance is another paramount need that we have for our customers. As Jan just pointed out, we have been blessed with a number of resources here in Oakland County. Those dollars come from the agency that Janet represents, the Workforce Development Agency, but they flow from a number of federal departments. Most of the dollars come from the U.S. Department of Labor. We also have funding coming from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Department of Agriculture. And I'll give you a thumbnail sketch of where those dollars are derived. We have $26 million this fiscal year that has been allocated to Oakland County. I would say that close to 40% of those funds are allocated to the city of Pontiac. Of that $26 million, 9.8, or roughly 38%, is derived from the Workforce Investment Act, adult, dislocated worker, and youth programs. And that provides a number of services, including job search assistance, assessment, remediation, occupational training, and so forth. $2.6 million, or 10% of our funds, come from Wagner-Heiser, the Employment Service. And that provides talent bank registration where people can enter their resumes on an electronic labor market exchange system. Also basic job search assistance. $4.1 million, or 16% of our funds, are devoted to welfare to work programs. And $8.8 million, or 34% of our dollars, are derived from the Trade Act. And that's legislation that permits us to serve those individuals who have been adversely affected by foreign competition. That funding is probably declining. We're happy to report because we are seeing fewer dislocation events, particularly related to adverse foreign competition, but it has been a major portion of our portfolio of services, and it primarily provides occupational skill training for those individuals. As I've noted, occupational training is going to be key to the success of engaging the workforce, not only here in Pontiac, but throughout Oakland County. And we are blessed to have a number of great educational partners here in Oakland County. It's, I know, difficult to restrict the list to a few, but I do want to note some of them in particular. We have had a long-standing productive relationship with the Pontiac School District. JobLink has worked very closely with them in recruiting youth, in getting referrals for our summer youth program, and in joint programming. We also have a very productive relationship with Oakland Schools, and they are represented here today, both their technical centers under the direction of Mary Kay Hawking, and Mario Bravo is here today representing Mary Kay, as well as Oakland Schools being the fiduciary of our JobLink Michigan Work Service Center. They have also been instrumental in providing administrative support for our education advisory program.